Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to share with you how I had prepared for the Microsoft Azure AI-102 exam in March 2025. It was definitely not an easy exam for me, as I did not have prior experience using the Azure cloud services. I have always been a Wordpress front-end developer since 2015. 1. The Azure dashboard is overwhelming, but do not give up. Just follow my tips. I felt really overwhelmed when I first dabbled with Azure in November 2024. It reminded me of the same crushing feeling I had in 2015, when I was also learning to use the WordPress dashboard. Thankfully, because of my self-learning experience picking up WordPress back in 2015, I know that I would eventually get used to Azure dashboard as well. It took 7 months of interspersed learning to become more comfortable navigating around the Azure dashboard, to which joining the Microsoft Hackathon in June 2025 was the most integral to my success. If you are also new to the Microsoft Azure platform just like me, the biggest tip that I can offer you is to learn how to use the resource groups first. Everything starts from the resource groups. You can't get anything done without setting up a subscription in the resource groups. Personally, I found it really challenging to remain focused and complete the Microsoft learning path when I was doing it alone. A pro tip that worked for me is to use LinkedIn as my accountability partner. I find that making public pledges and sharing an update after I completed every learning path helped keep me on track. 2. Actively reach out to people who had taken and passed the Microsoft Azure exam. The next most important tip that I can offer you is to actively reach out to people who have passed the exam. Do not be afraid of rejection, and do not be offended if the other party does not reply to your message. Everyone is going through a different season in his or her life, and networking may not be the priority for the person whom you are reaching out to at the moment. Personally, I have reached out to George Chen after furiously Googling about the Microsoft AI-102 exam and came across his article on LinkedIn. I was pleasantly surprised and thankful that he replied to my message and advised me to practice mock exam questions, without which I would definitely have failed the exam. George, if you are watching this, just want to say a big thank you to you once again. This is an overview of how I prepared for the exam in chronological order.
I have included the approximate time I had spent on each stage of my learning journey. Hopefully, this will help to shape your revision plan and timeline. In my future exams, I will probably spend more time on the mock exam questions, as I now have a basic understanding and experience using the Azure dashboard and some of the tools.
3. Note that maintaining this certificate requires high time commitment. Lastly, I want to highlight to you that this certificate requires high time commitment every year. You will have to take a renewal exam every year to update your knowledge, as the AI services and offerings change rapidly. Are you able to commit your time and energy to maintaining this certificate? Personally, I have a dream to build a gift recommendation portal known as Surprise Me since 2015. This was a personal motivation for me to learn coding the last 10 years. When I decided to take this Microsoft certificate in March 2025, it was also with the intention to boost my employability in the UK. It has been 3 months since I had obtained this Azure certificate, but I have still not found a job in the UK. Nevertheless, this certificate did open doors for me, as I had the chance to participate in a by-invitation-only Microsoft Hackathon, and my team emerged second in the competition. My team had implemented a RAG chatbot solution, and I am very thankful for this learning opportunity. I have written about my hackathon experience in my LinkedIn articles, and you can check them out in the description box below. Let me know what other questions you have for me in the comments section below. Thank you for joining me on this journey.